Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making a page with two photos from Easter. We had been ill with a cold, the whole family, for the week before Easter and the actual Easter holiday. So when I got to work, or when I got downtown after the weekend, I saw that they had decorated the downtown streets with these lovely pots of twigs with colored feathers. So even though Easter was over, I wanted to take photos of these, so I did, and I want to scrapbook them as being part of Easter, even though I didn't see them when it was Easter. This is a tradition here in Sweden. We bring in birch twigs and decorate them with small colorful eggs and colored feathers. It's just celebrating spring, and I think it's lovely that the municipality park administration does these decorations for the holidays. Actually, now when it's supposed to be summer, the flower pots downtown are just lovely, and I have even stopped and photographed them for a couple of times because they are beautiful, and I think they do it so well. It must be really hard to decorate and maintain these lovely flower arrangements, and I'm so happy that they do, because it gives at least me a lot of joy. I really appreciate the beauty of the flowers and plants. I will be using the On Trend collection together with these photos, and some odd papers from here and there. I think the yellow there is from Studio Calico, for example. The striped paper that you see in the background there on my mat, I won't be using that. It's Stampin' Up paper that I thought went very well with the Easter theme and the colors of the feathers, but then I thought it was just too busy with those narrow lines, so it won't be in the actual page. I have seen a lot of people using corners or cut off corners on pages, and I have never tried that, so I wanted to add large bulky photo corners to this page on a diagonal, and I chose the same paper as I matted the photos on, and it's this paper that I think is from the Studio Calico Wanderlust collection that I have the paper pad for. I'm inking the edges. Since I'm using papers from different collections, I really need to bring them together a bit more, and inking the edges is a very nice way of doing that. I will be using this Stampin' Up paper to create the frame for my page, and I'm just cutting 1 centimeter strips, and I'll be placing them along the edges of the paper, the background paper, which is an ordinary white cardstock. I'm placing the huge photo corners on top of the border. I was debating this with myself for a while, if I was going to put it inside the frame, but on top it went. And now I'm just layering the photo block onto those green papers from the On Trend collection. And I love those different bold patterns, and the gold went really well with the whole thing. I often forget to ink the edges. I used to be a lot better with this, but these days I often forget, and I need to go back and try to do it, even though I have already adhered the papers. And sometimes I manage, and sometimes it gets just messy. I'm cutting off the pieces of paper that won't be visible, and I'm using the parts that I cut off to layer even more. This is a silicone mold, and I bought it from China. I think I paid perhaps $2, and it's feathers. And these feathers I made before I had bought the paper clay or the crafter's clay from Martha Stewart, and I tried to make feathers by using the what's called the modeling paste. Yes, the modeling paste, ordinary modeling paste. And it took almost forever to dry, but it worked. So it is a really fun medium to work with. It worked perfectly, and I think it took 2 days or 24 hours at least to dry, and I was happy when I finally could lift up those feathers from the mold. So I let them dry in the mold. And I'm painting it with some neocolors and a little water and my water brush there, and just adding some more pigment to make the feathers pop a bit more. Now I have used the crafter's clay from Martha Stewart together with these silicone molds that I bought from China, and I must say it is such a lovely product to work with. I have tried a couple of different paper clays before, but this is nowhere like any of those. It is so smooth. It's like working with chewing gum. It's so soft, and it's a dream. You can't even compare it with the Sculpey or the Fimo clay. It's just perfect. So it was a bit pricey, but it was totally worth it. And since those molds and the pieces that you make are so tiny, it will last forever. And I have put it in a seal bag together with a damp cloth so that it won't dry out, because I'm really pleased with the product, and I will love to use it again. So more of those shapes that I've been making will come when I start with the summer photos, because I have mainly flowers and ice creams and those kinds of shapes, so they will be on my projects for the more summer photos then. When I got this far, I realized that I needed some more color. So I went to my thin washi ring and added more of the colors that I saw in the photo. So pink it is, yellow it is, green it is, and I think even I got perhaps some orange or something close to. So these thin washi tapes are perfect. I love them, and I use them a lot because they are so easy to handle, and there's no patterns. You can use as much as you want to. You never get bored. It's just a thin line of color, and it goes with just anything because I have so many colors, and fun to work with. It's easy and very good to have on that ring there. So I always know where they are. I stored them together with my adhesive and not together with my other washi tapes, because I use them so much. And on this layout, I think they just added what was missing in the original version. Now I'll be placing my title, and I'll be making the title with those black script alphas that has a little stitched line all around the edges of the letters. I was running out of the letter R, but I used an H, I think, and just cut off the pieces that were too much, and it went okay. If you look closely, you can see that I had cut that letter because the stitching is not complete. But that's only the the very observant watchers that will notice. I didn't have a T, so I used an L and one of those squiggly lines that were in the thickers pack, and I added some extra adhesive to make it fit there, and I think that worked as well. I wonder when they will be making thicker packages that have enough of these common letters. The title says Spring Beauty or Spring Beautiful in Swedish, and I used the brackets to make it stand out even more. Now I will be filling those white empty spaces with buttons and dots made from perler beads. And these are the latest addition to my jar of buttons. I bought 3 or 4 different sizes from AliExpress from China. Just plastic, colorful buttons, and I think they are lovely, and I wanted to use them all the time now. So for these kind of festive colorful layouts, I think buttons is a perfect embellishing. I will add some alpha tiles below the main title to spell downtown and the year, and then I will also be stamping with my roller stamps all around the page with some brown ink, and that will be the finishing touch on this page. This is totally one of those pages when I flip through an album I think that this wasn't necessary, really. Did I really have to put these photos in my albums? No, I didn't have to. But somehow I wanted to. I wanted to highlight or remember these beautiful twigs with feathers, and I wanted to play with these colors. So in the album it is, and I'm happy about it. It was a fun project to work with. Here are some close-ups, and I hope that you have enjoyed this process video. Come back soon. This is Åsa. Bye!